Here, game number 3 of this new season between the Atlanta Braves and the Arizona Diamondbacks. It's baseball on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Cal Eldred gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Here comes the first pitch. Tim Raines is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. Coming feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, both the first 2 games of this series have been nail-biters, but they've been able to find a way to win. And if you're going to the postseason, you need to be good in one-run games.
No doubt about it, D-Row. They always say, hey, it's easy to win those blowout games that get out of hand, but there have been 2 nail-biters so far in this one. They've won both, and they'd like nothing more to continue their winning ways and win this one here today.
Coleman is right there, 1 down.
Batting second, the first baseman, David Siggy.
Striding in, David Segui. It's been a great series for him at the plate. 5 for 8 so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Segui, the former Baltimore Oriole, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2.
Batting third, the shortstop, number
2. Now in the box, Ramirez. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. Pitch on the way. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. He broke off a really nice breaking ball down in the zone right there. And even though this is one of the best hitters around, he waved right through it.
Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2. And he fouls this one off. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. 2 out, nobody on. Hit out towards second. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Braves. And now Arizona gets its first opportunity in a scoreless ball game. Jose Rios is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Braves. Dan, any thoughts?
Well, this guy's so close, but yet so far from being a 20-game winner last year. 19 wins on the season. 1 win away from that magical number. I'm sure he'd like to win 20 this year after being so close last season.
Now at the plate, Vince Coleman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they come in a real funk to start the year. Still searching for what's been an elusive first win.
Hey, Matty, yeah, it's been a tough series so far, D-Roll. They've lost the first two nail-biters, 2 close games, low-scoring games. They'd like to turn that fortune around here today.
Yeah, but from a manager's perspective, Dan, all you can ask for is effort, and that's what this team's given them. They took it on the chin, first 2 games, 1-run losses. They'll bounce back today.
And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Pulled toward right center field. Mondesi is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Julio Franco.
Stepping into the box, Julio Franco. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
And he misses with it, 1-1. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Pitch is popped up. And there's out number 2.
Batting third, the left fielder, Barry Bonds.
Settling in now, Barry Bonds. He's 2 for 7 in the series so far. First pitch on its way. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Sets the target low here, and it misses, 1-1. And the pitch. Played a called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. At the plate, Raul Mondesi. He was responsible for both of his club's runs batted in last night's ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now.
That was a tempting pitch to
First down. So striding forward now, Dave Hollins, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Grounder down the line at third. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two and two.
Regardless of the result right here, To be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
What I like about that strikeout, guys, is that he came back with a fastball on 2-2. He was heading to count 0-2 earlier, but instead of continuing to nibble a little bit, he decided to get aggressive again and to challenge with his hard stuff.
Standing in now, Jeffrey Hammonds. As he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball one. No score here as we play inning number 2. 2-0.
Boy, you don't see that very often out of a rookie. That's a 2-0 count, and both of those pitches were really close. This guy has a pretty good eye.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Rounded down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Jose Canseco.
Jose Canseco.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. Drilled to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 7.
Into the box, number 7. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Here it comes, 1-0. A pitch out. The throw. Short hop, but they got him. Great pick and tag to catch him trying to steal.
Well, so much for that first hit of the game. Tried to press their luck and move him up to second with the steal, but it didn't work out.
Here's the 2-0. Rios has a reputation, or a knack, if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career. He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Digging in now, Doug Strange. He's gone 0 for his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. As a look, now the pitch. Bottom of the second here with no score. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. pops him up toward the left side of the infield. Hollins is under it. 2 gone.
Batting center, the third baseman, B.J. Surhoff.
So coming to the plate, B.J. Surhoff. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch on its way. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. To be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Number 37 is at the plate as he watches ball 1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, number 37 has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The set and the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
3-1.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair and move to the 3rd with no score. Into the box now, Jose Vidro. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh, that's just out.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Changeup just off the black, and it's 2-1. And it's fouled away.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
Fouled away. The next 3-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Now at the plate, number 11. 2 hits in 8 tries for the series. Here comes the first pitch. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
And a breaking ball's bounced out towards second. Reined in. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Jose Rios.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jose Rios. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch.
Ball, that's inside.
And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Hit back up the middle. He's got it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Braves are set down 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Cal Eldred, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
The pitcher, Cal Eldred.
Here it comes. Swing and a liner. Foul. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Fouled off. The 0-2 delivery. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
Stepping in now, Vince Coleman just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. One and one to the D-backs leadoff man. The 1-1.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
To the plate now, Julio Franco, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And there he goes towards second. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Mondesi comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2. And a Low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
The left fielder, number 25, Barry Bonds.
Digging in, Barry Bonds. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in the setback.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Throw over to first, and he'll be back in standing up. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Coleman is off of first with 2 away. Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with the man in scoring position.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Canseco. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First pitch coming, here it is. Hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Ready with the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Digging in for his second at-bat, Tim Raines back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here's the pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Fastball catches the black there for a called strike. 2-2. Hit softly down the line at first, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And he pops him up, drifting toward the left side of the infield. And there's your first out of the inning.
The first baseman, number 22, David Siggy.
Riding in once again, David Segui will swing it from the left side right here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Geez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base runner.
Runner at first following the error, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Ramirez. He's set. Here it comes.
That's outside.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
From the belt, the pitch. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Into the box now, Raul Mondesi. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Set to deliver the 0-1. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Coming to the plate now, number 7. He's set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
So now to the plate, Doug Strange. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. No runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. A swing and a ground ball to 3rd, but this will get foul for strike 2. Tapped out in front of home. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, B.J. Surhoff.
So stepping in, B.J. Surhoff. He reached on a single in his first try. He's set, and the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Changeup gets him out in front for strike two.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a flare out to left center. And that's in there. Base hit.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
In now, number 37, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Has a look, now the pitch. Strike two, swinging just out in front of the slider. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. One left for Arizona through 4. Still tied, 0-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Dave Hollins.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
The windup and the 0-1. 1-1.
1-1.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Big curveball right down the middle for strike number 2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger on.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot.
Now Jeffrey Hammonds. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. The 1-1 home.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Jose Vidro will be next. Hit the other way out toward right field. Canseco is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The batter number 4, second baseman, Jose Vidro.
Stepping in, Jose Vidro. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Change-up low, 2-0. Braves are still looking to break into the hit column here. Got himself a 2-0 fastball there, but he couldn't connect. 2-1.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. Got him swinging in the dirt. Number 7 recovers, and that ends the inning. He's through 5 without allowing a hit. Last half of the 5th coming up, and we still have no score. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and next will be the pitcher, Cal Eldred.
The pitcher, Cal Eldred.
Here comes the first pitch.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
And there's ball 1. Slow roller out to short. He's right there. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, Vince Coleman.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Vince Coleman. He singled his last time up. From the stretch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. No runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Arizona. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. Grounded back up the middle. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
So frustrating, Dero. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Standing in now, Julio Franco, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Dive, but he's back in. And another throw over, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Fastball called for strike 2.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
The 0-2 home. And he pops it up. In there, a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player.
Barry Bonds stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Ready with the 1-0 pitch, and he fouls this one off. Runners are at the corners with one man out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. The throw is wild, and he gets away.
This has pretty much been a pitcher's duel so far, so any way you can score a run, and a sac fly right there brings home the first run of the game here in the middle innings.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Jose Canseco. First pitch coming, here it is. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-0. He's running. Pitch is high. The throw. Not in time as he steals second. Well, when a stolen base is that close, it's interesting to check it out on show track. And as the numbers come in, you'll want to focus on the top speed. Really good, and it paid off there. 2 out here and a runner at second. Hard hit ball to second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. D-backs out in front, 1-0. Leading off the inning, number 11, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Number 11.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. And it's fouled away. The pitch.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Pitch on the way. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there to try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
At the plate, Jose Rios. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0. Fouled away. The 1-1.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
This is foul right side. Bases are empty, 1 man out. struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
To the plate now, Tim Raines. As he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run the season so far. Digging in once again, number 7. He'll be the first to swing it here in the Arizona 6th inning.
Number 7.
Now here's the pitch. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Fouled off. A ball and 2 strikes.
Man, that's a good.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. Smoke the other way. High and deep to left. But he's going to haul this one in on the run as he winds up just shy of the wall for the first out.
Now batting, shortstop, Doug Green.
Now batting, Doug Strange. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
PJ Surhoff as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. They're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Into the box, number 37, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. A runner on first with 2 away. One and 2 as he chases the slider.
He's staring a hat trick in the face right now after that swing. He has just got to find a way to zone up a little bit more. You cannot expect to make solid contact chasing stuff outside the zone.
He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Mondesi is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1 left for the Diamondbacks, but they're on top 1-0. 7th inning ready to roll. And next it'll be the switch-hitting first baseman, David Segui.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Swing and a liner. And that's through for a base hit. And the no-hitter is gone. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V, and this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, D-Row. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Nobody out, runner on first. Fastball called strike, 1-2. And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Bonds is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, third baseman, Dave Collins.
At the plate, Dave Collins, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. 2 out with the man at first. Line drive, base hit to right. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
The batter number 2, second baseman.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Vidro, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
And he fouls this one off. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Here now the 2-2. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. They can't make the tag on him. He's safe. And this ball game is tied here in the 7th. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, Hero. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Tom Gordon will come on in relief as he'll make his 2nd appearance of the season so far.
Now pitching and batting in the 7th, number 36, Tom Gordon. Now playing 3rd and batting 9th, number 24.
So now to the plate, number 11, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 1-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the harder plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he misses ball 4, so he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but after that walk, one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Juan Encarnacion will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 36, Juan Encarnacion.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Encarnacion is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
If I'm in the box, you take a step out right here. Take a deep breath after that high fastball. You got to be leery of him burying something in the dirt.
From the stretch, the 1-2. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. The Braves lead it 2-1. Number 45 is ready, and he'll take the ball from the manager.
Number 45.
Stepping up now, number 24. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. Outside, 2-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch. after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
I got 3-1. 3 balls, 1
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
The 3-1. Line towards center field. And that'll be a base hit. So right away, the possible tying run is aboard to start the bottom of the 7th.
The center fielder, number 11, Vince Coleman.
In now, Vince Coleman. Now a bunt attempt here. Segui is there, and he has it for the out.
The batter, number 14, second baseman, Julio.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Julio Franco. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. A 1 pitch on its way. A ball and a strike. We're in the 7th inning now. The pitchers duel. 2-1 our score. Down the third baseline. Fielded cleanly to second for 1. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. All set for the start of the inning, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Tim Raines. First offering on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. This is flared right back over the mound. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a 1-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Now the 1-0. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. And that's out number 1.
Number 2.
Standing in, Ramirez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
Have to find a way to take a deep breath right here and regroup. I know the umpire missed one, but you can't allow the next couple of pitches to be dictated by one bad call. Find a way.
Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, doubled up on the slider away there. Got him to go after it before, so why not see if he'll offer at it again?
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch.
Ball 2.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
The 2-2. And it's fouled away. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and the runner back. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. A line shot to third base, and it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the one out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mondesi.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Raul Mondesi, runner in scoring position with two gone. Here comes the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Braves 3 and the D-backs 1. Number 28 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief.
For Atlanta, number 28.
At the plate now, Barry Bonds, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He hit a sac fly earlier. The 0-1 delivery. Popped him up. Number 11 over to his right. One away.
The right fielder, number 33, Jose Canseco.
Ready for another shot now, Jose Canseco. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, great job pounding the zone strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. Striding into the box, number 7. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. A ball and no strikes. In there, 1-1. And that misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Flips the corner of the zone with the sinker for a strike. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Fouled away. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Hit down the third baseline. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So he was forced to make 9 pitches that at-bat, but he'll take it as the inning is over. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They still trail it here 3-1. All set to start the 9th in this one. And next will be the switch-hitting third baseman, Dave Hollins. Here's the first pitch to him. Slice down the left side, but foul. Here it comes, 0-2. Sent on the ground out to second. Reined in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, right fielder, Jeffrey Hammond.
Stepping in for the Braves, Jeffrey Hammonds. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's out.
One out, nobody on. That evens it up, 1-1. The pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
2 strikes.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Standing in now, Jose Vidro, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the 0-1. And he takes this one high, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Number 11 would be next. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Into the box, number 11. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit. Might be time to see a pinch hitter, and if that's the case, here's what remains on the Atlanta bench. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Felix Heredia will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Lenny Webster will also enter as a part of the double switch as he'll hit in the 7 hole in the lineup. Number 8 will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Two down, runners at first and second. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get fouled. 2-1. From the stretch. Soft liner toward first, and no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. 2 left for Atlanta, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Jeff Wallace takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Jeff Wallace.
Digging in and looking for more. Doug Strange. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. He's set. Here it comes. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Vidro is there, and that won't help the cause. It's a quick out here to start the home 9th.
The batter, the catcher, Lenny Webster.
Ready now, Lenny Webster. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
That's ball 2.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball is looked at for strike 2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
I like how he worked him backwards for that strikeout there. He wasn't showing the fastball early in the at-bat, but then went back-to-back once he had the hitter down in the count.
To the plate now, number 37. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And it's quickly 0-2. 2-run game, last of the 9th with 2 away. Arizona down to its last strike. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. A ball hit hard to the left side. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
That fires me up right there. What a clutch AB, a 2-out single to get the tying run to the plate. That's all you can ask for.
Stepping in, number 24. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Taken, called, strike two, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball two.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Runner on first with two away. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a one-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry. That one is out of here. This game is tied. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, and we are tied again.
And some guys just have a knack for the dramatic. He comes up in a big spot and just cranks one out of here to even the score. Not a bad time to hit your first homer of the year, huh?
Stepping in now, Vince Coleman, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. The 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. The 1-1. Oh, no, run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. But disaster has already struck here in the bottom of inning number 9 as 2 runs come across, and they'll have to work a little longer to try and pull this one out on the road. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Tim Raines. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the 9th, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Two-0 count, the pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
David Segui waits on deck. And possibly an interesting development here. It's a leadoff walk to begin the frame in extra innings.
That is not the way he wanted to start off this half inning. It's one thing to walk the leadoff hitter, but it's even more painful when the leadoff hitter is an absolute burner, and he can really wreak some havoc on the bases.
Digging in the switch hitter, David Segui. Go-ahead run at first, nobody out. Here's the first pitch. Bunt attempt is popped into foul ground. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Man, that's going to drive the manager insane. He loses control of his release point, and now the go-ahead run moves 90 feet closer to scoring. He's going to have to make some good pitches now to get out of this.
Digging in to try it again. Ramirez. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much. 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, if your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Here's the first pitch. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. To second for 1. Well, he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Now back, the center fielder.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Raul Mondesi. And clearly this is a critical moment in this ball game. Go ahead run at third with 1 away. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, I don't have a problem with him taking a pitch right there. It's a good opportunity to see what he's got. Also a good opportunity to see if he's going to be pounding the strike zone.
And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Count even at 2-2. Here's a look over to first. Just keeping him close. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least 1 pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Here's the first pitch. Dave Hollins is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Here it is. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Those were great takes right there. Those were pitches that a lot of guys normally swing at, but he took both of them and finds himself in a productive count leverage. 2-0.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
The 2-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fastball just inside.
Well, no doubt in my mind, this has been the at-bat of the night so far.
And now they've got him picked off. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. The payoff pitch. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And he strikes him out here for out number 3. So after a scoreless top half, they'll have a chance to win it here in the bottom half. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Jason Isringhausen comes on to start the home 10th, and he's just hoping to get this one into the 11th inning. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Julio Franco.
Julio. Franco.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike one to start the at-bat. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at one. Popped up. And there's the first out. Barry Bonds, his last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
To even the count at one is Ringhausen, a right-hander standing 6'3". He was a 21st round pick during the 2020 draft.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
One out, nobody on. Again, another foul ball. Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now. 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jose Canseco. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Here's the first pitch.
Ball one. Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
That's the ball.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
Now the 2-0. Runners on the move for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. Yeah, now after the stolen base, it looks as though the dugout wants to go ahead and put him on here to keep that double play in order with one away.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Gabe Kapler will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Kapler.
Cutter runs outside, ball one. The winning run at second, however, the double play in order here. The 1-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Now the 2-0. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame the batter for pulling the trigger right there. Those fastballs light up your eyes, and you can occasionally do damage with them, but he wasn't able to catch up with that one.
Here's the 2-2.